What's good with y'all? What's going on? How everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I guess and I pray we all had a profitable week. We stayed consistent, we stayed positive, we believe in ourselves, and we stayed disciplined. That's most proud because that's most proud. It's your boy Harlem. I'm back again with another video. Like you all know, if I'm in my bedroom and I'm recording on a weekend, just know that this is my outlook. I need to do it. It's most proud that I do it. I'm in my bedroom. It's loud in the sitting room. Plus, it's a month end. It's a weekend. Everybody just out spending their profit, spending their cash, their hard-earned money. But besides that, it's a boy Harlem. I'm back again with another video, man. This is gonna be my outlook. You understand? So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna start off on the 4H to the hourly on all 10 pays. Understand? So looking at the NAS, we can't tell the on our outlook, we was hoping for price to either come back for a retest on the zone, continue bullish until the zone, or push to the zone and continue up and until the zone or further to the downside. But unfortunately, we had a fail to break. We had this candle breaking out, closing inside this very same zone, and a continuation to the upside to end the week. So with this continuation to the upside, all I can say is on my outlook, I'm either waiting for price to react off of the zone like a fail to break because we can tell the like price reacted 3 times. Now we can expect a fourth touch or we can expect the fourth reaction and look for some continuations either to the downside or if we can get a clean breakout, let's look for what a retest and a continuation to the upside. So from the hourly, we can tell the like this is an impulsive push to the upside. No big candle, just a push to the upside to end the week. You understand? Price had to react off of the zone. No lie, the light price was finna gonna continue bearish off of the zone unless we had a breakout. But we can tell we had a breakout in the closing side and a retest above and a continuation to the upside. So let's simply wait for a reaction of the zone to continue moving to the downside or breakout, retest, and continue moving to the upside. That's my outlook on the NAS. Looking at gold from the 4 hour, we can tell the light gold was holding the zone in a clean way, like some support structure. Understand? So now they're like we had now price closing bullish to end the week off of the zone with a fail to break. All I can say is on my outlook, let's look for continuation to the upside. Once we get that bullish continuation, or let's look forward a continuation to the downside once you get a break off of this intraday support zone and continue moving to the downside. So from the hourly time frame, let's not look for something, let's not look for much and look for less, but let's just look for something that will help us or something that will boost us. We all know that like we all know resistance, we all know support on the 4 hour time frame. You understand? Price close bullish from this zone. And we can tell that like price they're trying to push to the downside, fail to break and push bullish to end the week. So all I can say is, like I said on the 4H, let's simply wait for the bullish continuation candlesticks forward, a continuation to the upside, or a break of this zone and a retest for a continuation to the downside. So yeah, that's my take on gold. I'm simply looking for price to continue bullish off of this intraday support zone. Once we hit that bullish open and that bullish momentum for continuation to the upside. But if price breaks out, let's simply say this was just like a push and an exhaustion and a continuation push to the downside. So that's my outlook on gold. Looking at German 30 or the DAX. The DAX we can tell the like price doesn't a clean bullish type of structure because price is breaking what? Price is breaking highs. You understand? Price is cleanly breaking highs. We can't dispute that. We can't disagree with that. And we can be against that. Understand? We have somewhat push, exhaustion, push. You understand? So now all I can say is on my outlook because we once had price reacting with a clean double top or you can say whatever that it is, intraday resistance or the demand zone, the supply zone, whatever that you say it is. But to me, it's just a basic high, a double top or the correction high, breakout, that break, but that break and that fail, break and it break back in and bear open and bear close, continuing to the downside. Now, all I can say is on my outlook, because you can tell the like price is pushing to the upside. Let's simply wait for price to either react off of that zone and continue to the downside like it once did. You understand, like price once did, or let's simply wait for a break, retest, continue to the upside. So that's my outlook from the 4 hour. Looking at the hourly time frame, that my favorite pair, that my favorite time zone, time frame, we can tell the like price pushed and started correcting until we broke to end the week. So all I can say is if we can get a retest and a continuation to the upside, we can take it if once price retest and continues to the upside of that zone and take profit there. But overall, we're simply looking for price to react with a fail to break to continue to the downside or a breakout and a retest to continue to the upside. That's German 30 for me for the week. Looking at German 30, looking at US 30, we can't tell the like US 30, it's also like moving in a squeaky way. I don't like how it's been moving with the small candles and big candles, small candles and big candles, understand? So all I can say is on my outlook, all I can say is on my outlook, I'm simply what looking for price to either pull back again to this very same zone. You understand? With what price continuing pushing to the upside until we get that big continuation to the downside, or the breakout retest and continue to the upside for the 4 hour from my 4 hour time frame. That's just more like a long term, or there's just like a swing position or a swing move to the upside or to the downside. You understand? Because you can't tell the like price the way it's moving. It's not moving in a clean way and it's not moving in a tradable way on my own view. But all I can say is because now price broke what that's intraday high, or you can say price just broke this correction. You understand? So I can say this was just like a push, correction, push, break, retest, continue to the upside. So on my outlook, all I can say is if price won't pull back and continue to the upside, let's simply wait for price to continue moving to the upside until we get what a reaction from this zone, either breakout or fail to break, continue to the downside on a fail to break, or continue to the upside on breakout, like I indicated. Breakout, we continue bullish. Fall to break, we continue or we move bearish. That's my take on German 30 on US 30. So looking at USD CAD, like I said, USD CAD, this is a no trading zone or this is a no-go zone. You understand? But when I say this is a no trading zone or this is a no-go zone, price is simply moving. Price is simply moving sideways. You understand? Price is simply moving sideways. Support resistance, support resistance, support resistance. You understand? But because now we're looking at current price, you understand? Looking at current price, price broke out. Price broke out, tried to push back in, failed to break to the downside, pushed bullish. All okay. Let me say now. Let me just simply say now on this. Price is in a push. Price is in a push, understand? From a breakout, price came back, broke back in with the retest what above. I'm simply looking for a continuation to the upside, you understand? Because we can tell that like when price is moving sideways, we only trade what? Support and resistance until we get that overall break or that overall break. So USD CAD, I don't even need move. I don't even have to, oh, I don't ever need to use the 4 hour. All I can stick to is the hourly type. It's the 4 hour and forget about the hourly. Prices pushed, break in, retest above, continue to the upside. So now let's look at this. Let's look at this on Tesla. Price cleanly pushed to the downside. Price is failing to break some sort of support, and price is what printing out some sort of resistance. You understand? So all I can say is on Tesla from the 4 hour, if we can get a break, we'll simply wait for retest, continue to the upside on that zone, or once price now or once price will be holding the zone, failing to break the zone, continue to the downside with a breakout, just simply wait for retest and continue moving to the downside. So Tesla on my take, it's once we get a breakout, we continue long, but once you get a fall to break, let's continue short on our intraday zones until we get an overall breakout to the upside or to the downside. Bitcoin, Bitcoin from the 4 hour time frame, all I can say is price was holding some sort of intraday resistance, you understand? Until price did what? Until price did what? Until price broke out, broke back in, broke out. So now all I can say is this is some sort of a pattern. You understand? This is some sort of a pattern, some sort of a double top. All I can simply wait for a break of the zone, retest, continue to the downside. So yeah, on Bitcoin, I wouldn't be looking for much because Bitcoin is not moving in a clean way, or I don't like the overall movement of Bitcoin from the high time frames. Understand like the weekly and the 4 hour. But all I can say is push exhaustion, push fail to break off this, retest, continue to the downside. Ethereum, Ethereum now, all I can say use on Ethereum is prices pushed and exhausted, broke the high, booking for retest and continue to the upside until that zone, until this major, until this major support which tend to resistance, understand? So like I say, from the 4 hour push, exhaustion, push. But now, if we get now a push and an exhaustion and a push and an exhaustion break back in, I'll simply wait for a retest above, a retest below, and continue to the downside on Ethereum. On Litecoin, because the nigga lied to lit. Okay, let me just break down the outlook and then I'll break down this trade on its own. So we can tell that this is a push and an exhaustion and a push. Understand? So we're holding some sort of resistance. So like if you can check, if you can zoom out, if I'm gonna try and zoom out, you can tell that like this is my key level. If you guys remember on my previous outlooks, this was just my level to buy on above and my level to sell from below. You understand? So now because we're still below this, because we're below my key level and we're failing to continue bullish with a potential double top, all I can say is from this intraday zone on the weekly, on the 4 hour, on the hourly time frame, I mean, all I can say is yeah, all I can say is on my outlook, because now price pushed and was holding this sort of zone until it broke out, until it held it again. All I can say is on my outlook, I'm simply looking for what? For a break and a retest and a continuation to the downside because price is failing to break the zone and price is failing to break the zone and price is showing signs that we might break the zone. Understand? So obviously, with the fail to break on this one, we'll simply wait for a break of this, retest, and continue to the downside. So how I took this trade strictly from the hourly time frame, strictly from hourly time frame, understand? Price broke out and traded below my support until it broke in until it broke back in and pushed impulsively to the upside. So with this push impulsively to the upside, obviously we can tell that like it's a breakout, break back in, retest above, continue to the upside. This is what I always talk about. So now once price came back to the zone and pushing to the upside. All I saw, or all I was looking for now, because I saw this rejection candle, this bullish pin bar, this bear candle, and this bear pin bar potential reversal with a full bullish candle close, you understand, off of this zone. I was positive to say price will continue moving to the upside because we had this full bear candle, we had this full bullish open, and all I was looking for it was a trade above. It was for price to do what? To trade above this candle and continue to the upside. So fortunately, where I placed my stop loss, it was where price was respecting the zone until we continued to the upside. This is what I always wake up to do, guys. This is what I do every day. This is what I do every week. And this is what I will do for life. You understand? All I'm waiting for my outlook is for break, retest, continue to the downside, break, retest, continue to the upside. Last but not least, last but not least, last but not least, what's wrong with my trading view now? Wagwan with my shit. Wagwan. 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 Okay. Last but not least, we have an oil. Last but not least, we have an oil. So oil, we can tell that like, and I don't need this anymore. So on oil, we can tell that like price pushed and I was moving in a sideways. Obviously, I don't trade sideways movements unless, what did I just do? I did something I can tell. All I can say is obviously on oil, I don't trade sideways movements, right? So from the hourly time frame, because that's where I'll be focusing on from for the week. Price pushed, exhausted, pushed, broke back in, and now traded on the so. So if we're looking for something like this, let's simply wait for what let's simply wait for price to break this, retest, and continue to the downside. But overall, with a push and a correction, I'm simply waiting for what the continuation push to the upside. Oil, I know it's a bit tricky. I know it's not beautiful like other pairs, but we can simply look for what we can look for, and we can simply look for what we're hoping to look for or find what we're hoping for. So this is my outlook. I'm looking for continuations to the upside on breakouts, fail to break. I'm looking for reversals to the downside, and that's it. Like I'm in my bedroom, always locked in, always locked up, putting in work, staying consistent, believing in ourselves. Like I always say, forgive me for the sounds or the noises that you hear. And disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Anything I say or do might be based on my own opinion. Nasdaq might not move the way might not move the way I'm looking for it to move. Gold might move the opposite. German 30 might favor me. NAS might not favor me. Gold might favor me. This might not. That might not. This is just fine. This is not financial advice. Everything I say I do is based off of my own opinion, but I'm just looking to help someone or to make someone find a better way or a simpler way to trade FX. But either way, it's not easy. It's not hard. It just needs your time, your patience, your commitment, and everything that you deserve. So, like I say, it's the 30th. It's the 30th of October, the day before we end the month. Like I said, my program will be starting from the first. All doors, all windows, everything is open. You can DM me, you can comment, you can subscribe, you can do anything so we can talk and we can put in work and we'll be consistent and we'll believe in ourselves. So whatever assistance that you need, anything that you need, feel free to text me, to DM me, or to call me. Uncle Harlem, Sfiso Harlem, whatever that it is that you find. No fake account, but I'm not looking or hoping for people to use my fake accounts or to use my details to scam people. But it's a boy Harlem. That's all I got, man, on this video, man. If you ain't live trading with Harlem, who the fuck is you doing it with? That's all I got, man. Peace and love. I'm out. Boom.